29. Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he works free. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. This is Bush. And some space here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Found his target, it's Anderson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So much for the run on third and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. A give, this is Bush. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Derrick Henry on the carry. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard pickup. Brings on third and 1, here's Vick. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. First down, they stick with Bush. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Robbie Anderson, 38 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
It's the score, Raiders 14, Steelers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down now, it's Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
On third down, Vick. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And going deep for Hill. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And right side, Henry's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Vick throwing in a hurry to the flat. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30.
How you like me now?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The 43-yard line.
On the run, it's Bush. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now.
2-yard line.
They'll run it with Bush. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That is caught inside the 5. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing again here, Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now a play fake here on first down. Gets this one to Hill. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Vick. He'll get this to Clayton. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Vick. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And 9 at their 48-yard line.
On second down, it's Bush. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Wilson. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT...
Freaky, I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't